is my short story Mail from my collection Gravity. And this is actually a hate story. The mailman walks across the street with an offering. It's not for me. I don't get mail anymore. I took down my mailbox. I wanted to flatten it like an aluminum beer can. One step and it pops. I couldn't. It was perfectly unyielding. I kicked it and stubbed my toe. It clattered down the front steps, knocking over a jar with an angel wing begonia that I was rooting for my sister. "Oh, fuck you," I shouted. My neighbor Joe came to the doorway of the cottage behind. He's a carpenter. We finished the job with his sledgehammer, and he gave me a glass of root beer with lemon squeezed in it. He's used to me. It was easier than I thought. They may have tried to call, but I wasn't answering the phone. A man from the post office finally came by. "Oh, she's moved," I explained, trying to look like a healthy young wife. "We're knocking down the partition, making the place into one apartment. For the baby, you know." I smiled complacently. Healthy young wives think having a baby is such an accomplishment. No, she didn't leave her new address. I think she was moving to Australia. That may have been a bit much, but the post office man left. I guess he gave up. "So you can't send me mail. There's no possibility I'll receive a letter with a bomb in it." "I could send you one, I suppose, but I'm afraid of the authorities. Remember how frightened I was before that flight to Bermuda? The one vacation you took me on? You probably thought I was afraid of the airplane." You looked smug, as usual. You love it when I'm scared of things. It makes you feel superior. Well, go ahead. You've little enough to feel superior about. At least you can be proud that you're too dumb for neurosis. Anyway, I wasn't scared of the airplane. I was terrified of the metal detector. All those officials with guns standing around. The mysterious machine which surely isn't infallible. Suppose it discovers I have silver lungs or a platinum uterus. They'd search my pockets, remove my clothes. They'd have to take me apart. Once accused, I'll confess to anything, you know that. I'd tell them, no matter how irrelevant, about my undeclared income, the last year of school, the bill I never paid when I left Vermont, the marijuana I smoked, especially if they have guns or black ties. You took advantage of this, you really did. When anything went wrong, you blamed me. You knew I believed you, no matter how vigorously I defended myself. You asked me if I read your mail because you knew I can't lie. You can lie. You did it constantly. With such ease, I began to believe that you were simple-minded and didn't remember the truth. When I did something wrong, you waited. You knew I'd tell you. I saw your self-satisfied look. He's waiting for me to tell him, I thought, and did. Then you exploded in simulated hurt surprise. I'd gladly send you a bomb in a letter. I'd gladly send you a big bomb in a parcel post package, except that I'm afraid of the authorities. They'd find me, the cracks in the sidewalk would lead them to me. They'd tape record my voice and hear the fear in my breath. The color of my eyes would change when they mentioned your name. In them, they would see my brain exploding again and again with you at the center. And now I'm going to skip till the end of the story. Now I stand here with my feet firm on the faulted earth and the hazy sky folds around me. I'm safe, encased in a new metal unknown to East Coast man. But don't think this is forever. Don't believe you'll get away with only a draw, with dropping it, with time to make us forget until it's a tiny scar on the thumb, a twinge in the bone on rainy days. No, we'll meet again when I'm ready. Someday we'll be stranded on a desert island. I'll stab you with a sharp stick. You'll die slowly while I dance around you, singing songs you hate. I'll eat your flesh, roasting it over a pretty wood fire, seasoning it with leaves and flowers to cover the bitter taste. It will keep me till my ship comes in.